Good Novatos, thanks again for tuning in to yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast, yet again, San Jose, California. So let's just get into it. Let's look at some of my favorite saddlebags. I've owned quite a few different saddlebags. I've owned Vikings, China-made ones. You guys seen my Sportster? Those are also China-made ones. And I've had the soft saddlebags, and recently. Well, not recently, 2 years ago, I started rocking with the Leather Pros. So I've been a huge fan of saddlebags for quite some time now. And I don't know, maybe you're out there, maybe you're on Instagram, maybe you're in the Facebook group, you saw a saddlebag and you like them and you're wondering, hey, what kind of saddlebag is that? So like I said, I see these comments a lot, so I have a playlist of these videos of what fairing is that, what seat could that be, and like I said, this is just a list of what I believe looks really good on a lowrider S, on a Softail. So whatever you got, all of these options will fit a specific bike. So let's get into it already. You guys are seeing the first image right here from the Facebook group. Somebody's rocking the Universal hard saddlebags. These are made in China, ABS. I believe they're injected mold, thin, not high in capacity, not rigid or anything like that. These are they're like $100, $100 to $150. So super cheap, but they get the job done. You guys have seen my Sportster. These are the saddlebags that I'm rocking. You could of course modify them. They're universal. You can move them up, move them down. Luckily on the lowrider S and on the Softails, you don't have to worry about the external shocks like on my Sportster. So you could move them up, you can move them down, you could move them anywhere. All right, so you're free because, like I said, the Softails do not have the external shocks; they have the monoshock. So you have free range of how you want these to look. So I'll just show you guys a listing on where you guys can find them. You can find them on eBay, $92.90. $100, pretty good. It gets the job done. It comes with a little lock. Security wise, they're not the best because the actual locking mechanism is plastic. So my Viking saddlebags have gotten broken into. If a thief wants to get in your stuff, they're gonna get in your stuff. So $100, not that bad. Free shipping, pretty good overall. You just have to remove that ugly logo on the top, which is what I did. If you're wondering how to do that, check out my videos. You'll be able to see how to do that. So let's move on to the next one. Let's try to make the video a little bit short. So we have the Leather Pros. I've owned these for almost 3 years now. I am very satisfied. Very satisfied with these with these saddlebags. You have a heat shield. You have two versions. They have the easy mount and the V3s. The easy mounts, you don't have to change your exhaust. You don't have to relocate your lights. So, they're super easy to install. You don't have to modify, relocate your lights, your turn signals on your struts. You don't have to do that. And like I said, if you have the stock exhaust, you don't have to change it. Or if you have slip-ons, then the easy mounts are going to work. So overall, good looking saddlebags. These are old school, retro. I like them. They offer them in two different finishes. You have this canvas, this ballistic fabric, I believe that's, if I remember correctly, and then you have a little bit of a leather on top to kind of prevent rain and water getting in. So these are not 100% weatherproof. These are a little bit better when it comes to weatherproofing. The seal on these, it's made in China. The seal on these is pretty good for maybe a couple weeks, maybe a couple days. Eventually, the seal on these lids it just falls off. So here's the links if you guys want to check them out. Like I said, you have the V3s. These are also compatible with Sportsters and Dynas. And here you have the full leather piece. These will require a little bit more maintenance, but I really like the ballistic nylon, the way these look. So I'm a fan. And of course, these are the easy mounts. You can see the shape of the saddlebag is different compared to the V3s. It's a little bit more full, And then you can see on the easy mount, they're a little bit shorter, but they have a lot of capacity, a lot of cargo space. They're expandable. You could expand them. Like I mentioned, these are really, really good when it comes to the capacity. A lot of the people in the group that own FXLR which is lowrider STs, they swap their Sport Glide saddlebags or their lowrider ST saddlebags for this option. Like I said, a ton of capacity, soft, so you could put just about anything in these saddlebags. So a lot of capacity. You can see them collapsed, and then you could expand them when you have to, of course, add a little bit more weight. And then these are quick detach. You can remove them off of your lowrider S, off of your Softail within half a minute. These are super quick to remove. They do have a lock on the mechanism, on the detaching mechanism, but they don't have a lock like you see on the other ones. So detach, high quality, made in the United States, and $800 is not, yes, they're expensive, but they're gonna last you a ton. So they're built to last. 100%, 100% recommended. I've been very happy with my Leather Pros. So let's move on to the next option. We have the FXRP style saddlebags. These are, of course, they should be weatherproof. The seal, of course, and like I mentioned, you don't have to worry about the external shock on these. So overall, it looks really good. These are, they're just classic. You could also use those other style cases, but like I said, this already comes sold together as one piece, as a kit, and you get them different colors. Villain to Hero offers these in gunship gray. You can see it right here, the off-rum and white sand pearl, which is neat. If you have a 2023 ST, then you don't have to worry about getting them painted. They're sand pearl. And then gunship gray, if you own a 2022, then of course you can get these already painted. So very nice. They look good. Good capacity. You guys let me know in the comments which ones is your favorite. Which one of these do you believe looks really good on the lowrider S? Like I said, these saddlebags look amazing. NorCal, you guys know NorCal. He's owned these saddlebags for, well, not from Villain to Hero, but he's owned the FXRP saddlebags for 3 years or 4 years. So let's move on to the next one. We have the Sport Glide saddlebags. Overall looks, this is the one I believe that looks probably the best on the lowrider S. That's why they use these saddlebags on the lowrider ST. It just looks really good. It flows the design of the bike, minimal, lightweight, everything. The overall design, I really like what Harley did with these Sport Glide saddlebags. So you can check these out. You can find these in the Facebook group. Like I said, people are swapping over to the Leather Pros because of the lack of cargo space. So these do open vertically. When they're fully open, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to knock these too much, but as far as capacity, they're not that good. All right. And another con, if you buy them from a lowrider ST owner, then the right side saddlebag is going to be a tad bit smaller, and they're also quick detach. But some folks have had a little bit of an issue at first mounting the exhaust bracket, because of the way these mount. So there's a little piece at the bottom that connects to the exhaust bracket. So that takes a little bit getting used to, but overall the saddlebags look great, high quality. They're made from Harley Davidson. I'm pretty sure they make them in China and then ship them over. All right, so let's go ahead and look at where you could buy these. You would have to go to the dealership to get these. These are only sold in store, meaning at your local dealer. So these used to cost $3,000. So when a lot of people before this year, before 2023, the only way for you to get these were through a parts list, and you were gonna be paying somewhere around $3,000. So I like what Harley did here. For $1,500 you get these. So vivid black. Hey, if you have a gunship gray, if you have sand pearl, you are gonna have to paint these, unless you don't mind the Sport Glide look, which they were for a long time. They were just painted black. up until 2021, 2022. So let's go on to the next one. We have the Thrashin supply. These are minimal. They're soft saddlebags. They're not that huge, but you don't have to relocate your turn signals, kind of like what you see here. You don't have to worry about the exhaust. This option will fit on your slip-ons or on your stock exhaust. So these are an easy install, soft. Overall, you know, they look pretty good. You don't have to worry about having, you know, large saddlebags. These are, like I said, they're soft, so they don't weigh as much. And overall looks to it, you know, they're all right. Let's move on to the last ones here. I featured this bike on one of my videos. Very, you know, cool looking bike. So we have the Clamshell saddlebags. So these are also another popular option out there. You've seen these on the FXRs. You know, a very good looking saddlebag. You have two different options when it comes to this. You have the slim clamshell, and then you have the standard. So plenty of different options here. You get, you know, you go to JD Customs. JD Customs has been pretty good overall on their customer service, you know, their products. I've been in other Facebook groups. I've, you know, spoken highly of JD Customs on my videos. Anything that they have, any product that they have, it's, you know, top quality. So if you're looking at clamshell bags, then you should probably get them from these guys. So like I said, different options: handlebars, handle brackets, locks, without locks. You know, just so many options. You guys gotta check these out, and I believe they sell them the way you see them here, so you'll have to paint them. But like I mentioned, you have the slim, and then you have the standard, and then you can see in the back they have the FXRP saddlebags. So, you know, if you're wondering, you could, you know, just check them out for their FXRP if you don't want to get them from villain to hero. So overall, great options. All of these bikes look amazing. You know, they look great. You know, it just really depends on what you're looking for. You want high capacity or cargo space. You want good cargo space. A lot of these have that. Of course, the Thrashin supply and the universal saddlebags, you know, they're gonna lack on cargo capacity, but I believe they make up for it in, you know, its style. So it really depends on, you know, what you want out of your saddlebags. You want the quick detach. There's plenty of options here. And anyways, leave your comments down below. Thanks for watching. You guys stay out there, stay safe. Later.